DDG in the Department of Water and Sanitation, responsible for strategic and emergency projects. And I was one of the keynote speakers at the conference today. And I see this conference as a very important conference in terms of putting together environmental engineers, practitioners, academics, the industry who support the mitigation interventions in terms of dealing with our environment. My particular interest is in the restoration of ecological infrastructure. So we've had many of our wetlands and ecosystems damaged due to development in the mining and the urban and in the industrial sectors, and also through agriculture, and quite passionate about us finding ways of restoring that infrastructure, particularly given the fact that 50% of our water comes from 8% of the land area. And I think there's a lot of energy at this conference to make a difference going forward in terms of breathing new life into our ecological infrastructure.
Today has been a really momentous occasion for us at SEED. It is our first first engineering conference that we are doing in collaboration with all other industries. It has worked out perfectly. We've got 100 delegates and it's really exciting. We're going to be creating this as our annual event for the year, our flagship event. We are so proud that so many people took the call for collaboration, and we're looking forward to so much more collaborative ideas and sustainable solutions going forward. The world of engineering is constantly evolving and technology is constantly changing. We need to change with those times, and at SAICE we recognize the need for collaboration, and therefore this conference has come about. It's a dream come true today, and I'm so proud to say that we've hosted our first ever conference.
I'm Heidi Snyman and I work for Golder Associates. However, I'm here today to represent NICOLA, which is the Network of Industrially Contaminated Land in Africa. The idea is to introduce this organization to SAICE as the Civil Engineering Institute of Southern Africa, as contaminated land management is an interdisciplinary science and involves engineers, scientists and other practitioners as well. So the idea was to introduce this body of or community of practice on contaminated land to SAICE.
Okay, so I'm Chris Brooker. I'm a consulting engineer working in the environmental field. I'm a civil engineer by training, but I work on environmental systems, river rehabilitation, stormwater management, wetland rehabilitation and projects like that. What I presented this morning was a talk on the City of Johannesburg's stormwater management manual, which is being written in accordance with the stormwater management bylaws. The bylaws have been ignored for 8 years since they were promulgated, and we're now hoping that the requirements that are much more stringent than the current management of stormwater will be implemented sooner rather than later.
All right, my name is Sophia Tlale. I work for TCTA. My presentation was about acid mine drainage and the interventions that the government have put in place to deal with this AMD in the Witwatersrand area. And as I indicated, the issues at hand, as the plants have been built, the water has been treated and it's been released into the nearby streams.
2018 President of the South African Institution of Civil Engineering. I've just spent the morning at the conference of our environmental division. As an old civil engineer that's worked in a lot of different fields in my 40 years, it was very interesting to listen to the wide variety of speakers from all sort of aspects of the environmental, the water field, to the more technical aspects. It's really been a very interesting morning. And I must admit, I'm actually quite sorry that I have to run off to one of the other divisions now. But we can only hope that the afternoon session is as interesting as the morning session has been.